guys, this is Craig. I'm working on my wraith. I thought I'd show you what I was doing and how it's done. It's quite easy. I'm changing my ring and pinion in my rear differential, and basically what has to happen, these rear lockouts, there's a screw on top and on bottom, they have to come out. On the axle as well, there's a screw that's here. That has to come out. One of the two has to come out so that you can slide your axle out. See if I can get a little bit of a wiggle on there. There we go, one-hander got her out. So there's your axle. What I like to do is kind of make piles of where everything is from. You can't really tell that right now because I've kind of messed everything in back up so I can make this quick vid. That screw goes back there. There's all my wheel stuff. So yeah, once you get your axles out, you pull out those bolts. You're going to want to pull off your diff cover. You're going to want to really make sure you remember which way your gear is set up in here, because if you put this in the wrong way, say if you decide you're going to, let's see here, kind of a greasy bugger. You decide you want to pull this out, it's easy enough to put this in by mistake the wrong way because of the differential, how it's designed. So you definitely want to be aware of that. I have the MIP drive shafts on here. There is a little pin, kind of like a grub screw. Where are we there? Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it. So yeah, you pull that out. Your pinion. Oh, what the hell is that called? Whatever. So yeah, you pull this gear out here, pop that out, lay that off to the side. That's basically extra stuff. If you have a look at this gear, focus. I don't know how. Maybe that, if I do it like that. Won't focus, but the gear is starting to get worn quite different than. There we go. You can kind of see how the tops of each of those gears are starting to wear off. And it's definitely way easier to do this when you're at home, with all your tools and that kind of stuff. You can see I got a Valenian brushless system in there, so I'm pushing a bit more power than normal. I run it on 3S, so I want to have the tough gears in there. So I'll set out everything here and then we'll continue on. So these are the parts I got. I got some extra lockers just in case. There's seeming to be an issue sometimes with, there's kind of like a little tit or whatever you want to call it on the top, and those seem to break off, and also the inside of that has beveled out itself a little bit and has added a little bit of slip. Vanquish Products makes a really nice locker, but as of now I've bought these parts and I'm going to use these, and these heavy duty bevel gears definitely are well made, and I hope they last a bit. This piece is definitely a whole lot better than the stock one. This is a two-piece unit that comes in there, and you can kind of see that gear is starting to kind of show some wear. So here's that little pin I was showing you earlier. That's what comes out of this hole here. They include that in these bags. I also have an extra set of axles just because don't want to be bashing and bust an axle and then you're SOL, I guess. So yeah, I got 3813 tooth set, which I believe is supposed to be the stock replacement. So yeah, I'll start assembling a little bit of this stuff here and we'll take off from there. Skip all the wrenching. Okay, well, I'm back. I pulled apart my other differential here. Here's the old case. You can see it there. It's like so. I went ahead and got some stuff from my local hobby store. They had some aluminum cases. I got one kind of already set up, somewhat going on there. You can see I got blue Loctite there. I'm using that just to make sure everything stays nice and tight. I don't want anything coming apart in the gears, so might as well. So that's how that's looking. I've got grease in there on my gear to keep everything kind of lubed. I guess I'll show you the part number. There, 04024. It's super blurry there, it's not focusing good. There we go. Yeah, here's the local hobby store. Shout out to Dallas, he always hooks up the good deals. Call him for all your hobby needs. And I've got some other screws here. I use these. Here's a part number for those. I use those on top of my knuckles, my steering knuckles. Every once in a while those screws kind of work themselves out, so you kind of, it's almost a place for good red Loctite. A lot of people use red. I tried not to just because I do change a lot of stuff, so I don't like to heat it up too much. You can hear my computer just wailing away. I'm trying to edit some videos today, so yeah, I'm going to tighten these up. I'm going to need two hands, so I'm going to put the camera down here for a bit, and then I'll start again when I'm ready. Okay, so I've got this fully assembled here. Camera's not wanting to focus very good here. There we go. Definitely a lot more stout, tougher. The gears are definitely a lot nicer material. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this in here. Just like so. That's the way it came out. That's the way it's going to go back in. Kind of clicks in. You can feel when you pop that in and push it in, there is kind of, it catches. Those bearings have a little, I don't know what you want to call that, but kind of like a saddle clamp they have there. Kind of holds them down. Those are these little things here. Like so. They do come in aluminum. One day I'll upgrade those, but as a fine parts I put them in, or as I destroy stuff, which is the kind of common thing. These also I'm going to use just a tiny little bit of blue Loctite on those, just because I don't want anything coming loose again in my differential. So basically what I do is get those on, put those caps. Excuse my camera work here, I'm trying to see what I'm doing as well. Pretend I'm the surgeon here working across the country as I knock my whole rig over. They don't want me doing surgery across the country. Not on your brain anyways. Okay, so we're working away here. Computer sounds like it's ready for me to click another program for it to upload. I like this stuff here. It's kind of gooey, not so runny. I'm trying to find the Loctite tape, but no luck thus far. So that's that. That's installed. Stop there. So once you got the gear installed in here the right way, you can see how the diff lines up for it to dig that way. Just tighten these bolts up in your kind of cross pattern here, so make sure you get good tightness, and you don't want to strip those out. I've actually upgraded those bolts to a different head just so it's easier to take them out. They're a little bit deeper. See how that one holds the Allen key a little bit better. Yep. Once you've done that, and then you're going to want to slide in your axle here. I'm going to put a little bit of red Loctite on the end here just so it can kind of bind in there, I hope. They recommend it in the instruction manual, so I'm going to try it out and see how that works. yeah, so that's pretty well it. I mean, you kind of seen what to do to take it apart. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you like my videos. Any tips or any kind of advice for me, let me know as well. It's the same exact thing for the front end. You just take off your lockouts, your steering knuckles and that kind of stuff. Pull your axles out, take everything apart, and reinstall it just the same way you took it apart. Thanks again. It's from Craig Tree Guy.